Um, Hi. Basically, this is going to be a little crochet talk podcast. I don't know. So basically, I should introduce myself. My name is Taj. I go to Columbia University. Um, I feel like this is like how I would introduce myself in like an interview or like something. I don't know. Basically, I like to crochet. So today I'm making these like fingerless gloves. So I'm making a set. I have like a skirt and a top made. Um, so now I'm making the gloves. I feel like I'm gonna say like a lot, but whatever. Also, one, two, three, four. I have to count a lot for this project. So sometimes I'll count a little. Today I took my econ final. One, two, three, four. And it was fine. Question mark, one, two, three, four. I don't know. Econ has been a class that's like, I feel like it shouldn't be hard. Ugh. One, two, three, four. I think it shouldn't be hard, but like it is hard, but like it isn't, but it is. Um, Two, three, four. So yeah, that's been super interesting and fun for me. So I guess I'm officially done with my freshman year. So I'm from St. Louis. I'm from like the suburbs, like when you like picture like if you when you picture suburb, that's what it looks like. There's like a Walmart down the street. There's actually I should probably give too many details about where I live. It's a little scary. Um, but yeah, so I guess while I'm crocheting, I'll reflect on my freshman year. Oh my God, I should write a little letter to myself. So in eighth grade, this happened this summer. So in eighth grade, I wrote a letter to myself after I graduated high school. Um, and then wrote it and forgot about it. And I moved houses like two times. Two, three, four. And I get an email or I get a Facebook Messenger. I don't use Facebook Messenger. I don't use Facebook, but I randomly decided to like go on it one day because I don't know, like something was telling me to. And I check and it's this person and they're like, hey, we live in your old house. Your letter just like got here. Like, can we drop it off? And so I only moved like 10 minutes away. So they dropped it off and then they like left like a note. They're like, oh, it was awesome to like read your story and everything. And I was like talking to them about like where I am now. So I wanted to go to Stanford in eighth grade. It was like my dream school. And then senior year, I got in and realized I actually don't want to go. And to this day, I still couldn't tell you why I didn't want to go. It's not that I didn't want to go. It's just like I loved Columbia, or at least I love the idea of living in New York. Um, and I went to Columbia or go to Columbia. And I'm honestly really happy with my decision. Like, maybe I feel like it's corny to be like, oh, I love my school, but like sometimes I do. Or at least I have a really great appreciation for some things here. I hate Columbia for many reasons. Also, like I do really like it here. At least I love living in New York. Um, and I love being able to see my friends and getting to do things. The actual school itself, one thing that people say about Columbia is that there isn't a lot of school spirit. Like I feel like you see like college TV shows, and they're always at like the football games and there's like things going on and whatever. But that's not how Columbia students are for the most part. And people who are like that are like made fun of. Maybe I'm just a bitch. Um, Maybe it's just that. But yeah, that's like one thing that I don't like sometimes is that like there's no like we don't have that many traditions and like stuff. We have some things like we have like the tree lighting ceremony and like surf and turf, but nothing really. I don't know. I forgot what my point was. Oh, me liking Colombia. Oh yeah. So actually liking Colombia, some days I do, some days I don't. Most days I don't. But I think going to Colombia allows me to live in New York. And that's enough. That's like enough for me to like love the school. I really do love living here. And, like the ability to just like go out and do things, especially being from the suburbs. Like I've never been able to just like go out and like just do things. I don't know how to explain it other than just like do things. Like there are just like days where the most random things happen unplanned. Um, and those are like the best days. And I love my friends. I think I made some great friends while I was here. Everyone is so smart and helpful. Like people are truly like helpful and kind. Um, my classes wouldn't be possible like if I didn't have the friends that I have. Like I think so. Oh yeah, I should mention. So I'm a CS major. I'm in the engineering school. I'm in C's, and C's is hard. C's is hard. Like physics. I have my physics midterm or my physics final Monday, and that shit was horrible. Like it was horrible. Like truly like the worst thing I've ever experienced. Um, maybe I'm being dramatic. We'll see when I get my grade back. 2, 3, 4. Um, uh, yeah. I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, my friends. So see, it's hard, but like having friends to like talk through problems with, and like just like having people like work through has really, I think, has really made this semester a lot more. The classes are harder, but the semester has been easier. It hasn't, I don't know, it's hard to explain 'cause it's not easier. It's still hard, but I feel like I suffered alone a lot more last semester. Anyways, shout out to Alicia, Naomi, Devin. Like I literally would be nowhere without them. Um, and also my partner, their name is Ellie. Hi Ellie, I love you. Has so I have to we all have to take a writing class. And I think dating someone who is like super, super smart, and who's someone who's like an amazing like writer. I read Ellie's papers. I'm like, oh my God, like I don't even know how to think like that. I'm always like amazed. So I've had them read like every single one of my papers, and it's like their input is like they're so helpful and like smart and what's the wrong for inquisitive? Not inquisitive, maybe inquisitive. I don't know, but they're smart. They're genius. Um, and so yeah, I just feel very loved this semester by friends, by my partner, by like I don't know. I just feel like loved. Um, yeah. Oh my God, I've crocheted this much. Um, I feel like I don't know if I'm going to edit any of this. Also, I'm recording this on Zoom. That's so funny. I'm literally recording this on Zoom because a QuickTime player was not working. So here we are. Also, a podcast are funny because it's literally me talking to myself. And that's okay. Maybe I won't upload this. Actually, I think, oh, I got an email. Oh, it's just from PayPal. Um, so yeah, so that's basically my year. I did a lot of fun things, did a lot of studying, too much studying. One thing I think about a lot is that before I went to college, I was like, oh, I'm going to school in New York City. Like, I'm going to spend so much time like in the city and like doing things, which is like partially true, but I thought like it would be like a Wednesday night and I like go out. But like um actually being a student, it's like I'm a student first and like I can't just go out on a Wednesday and like party or like go shopping. Like I have to go study. Um so yeah, also I guess I didn't realize, I think personally, I think Columbia's location is a little boring. It could be in a cooler place like Lower Manhattan or like a place where there's less old people. So okay, Columbia, there's debates about this, I guess. I don't know if debate's the right word because there is a real answer. Um, so Columbia is in Morningside Heights. And Morningside Heights is like this like a made up neighborhood. It's not made up, like it technically is like real. But I think so. I think it was originally part of East Harlem, but Columbia like gentrified it because Columbia used to be, I think, on like Madison Avenue or something, like that part of Manhattan. Oh, someone's knocking on my door. Okay. My room is a mess. You can't live in it, and I'm happy. I put it down somewhere and I forgot. It's okay. My mother's something together. My bad. It's okay. I picked it up so I could remember where I put it, and I forgot where I put it. That's the name of the game. Sweet. Let's see. Okay. Thank you so much. It's a really cute shirt, and I'm glad someone else got it. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you. Have a great summer. You too. See you next year. Bye. Anyways, I was selling clothes in a story. Someone bought a shirt, so I had to go do that. And I should probably cut that part out, but I'm not going to because I'm kind of lazy, and I don't want this to be that much effort. And I forgot what I was talking. Oh, Columbia, Morningside Heights. So I think, yeah, Morningside Heights used to be a part of East Harlem / is still part of East Harlem. But Columbia like bought the area and like gentrified and pushed poor Black people out, which is really shitty of Columbia. Columbia is a shitty institution, as all big institutions are. So, yeah. So now I live in Morningside Heights. It's also okay. So like sometimes people here, some people here are very like left leaning for the most part, which is like awesome. Like my whole political ideology, like I don't necessarily like subscribe to like, I don't know, I feel like calling myself a leftist is cringe, but like I like am by definition, like my views are pretty radical, I guess, but calling myself a leftist is cringe. Like that's like the only reason why I wouldn't is because it's cringe. But yeah. Anyways, if you are like, oh, Columbia is in Morningside Heights, people will be like, no, it's in Harlem, which is like true. But also like because of gentrification, Morningside Heights has an extremely different feel than East Harlem does. Different, I mean, the people who walk from Morningside Heights are like white people, and people live in Harlem like are not. I mean, not that exactly, but for the most part, like, yeah. And I could be totally wrong about this. I don't know anything. So I would like to think Morningside Heights and Columbia area is the Upper West Side, because like also getting to Harlem takes like a bit of like effort. Like you have to take the bus, you have to like walk. So yeah, I don't know why I talked about that, but that's what I'm talking about. Anyways, so that was my freshman year for the most part. Not super interesting, but super interesting. I don't really know how to describe what happened. Okay, so it's gonna look like this. And I have one finished, but it's in my bag and I'm lazy. But it's not like that. Super cute. Yes. I also started a crochet business. That's like business. Like it is a business, but I just like sell to people I go to school with. But I guess I've made a a good sum of money. So like I guess it is a business, but like it isn't, you know? Yeah. Anyways, I really like Harlem. I think Harlem is gorgeous. I think it's super cool. I don't spend as much time as I should, but every time I go to Harlem, it's always like a fun time. I always go with my friend Luna. Um, yeah, basically this summer, I'm working at Microsoft. I'm working on the gaming team. And I am super excited. So I'm moving to Seattle in about a week and a half. Oh my God. Not even a week and a half, like a week. I moved the 21st. That's really scary. So yeah, basically I'm moving to Seattle. Oh my God, I thought I paused it. I did not pause it. Um, so I interviewed for Microsoft back in August, like before I had even started college. And I'm like just excited. Like it's still not real to me. Like, so I have issues and I often don't allow myself to be happy about my accomplishments. So for months, I would never mention working at Microsoft, like ever. Like I just wouldn't talk about it. But now I'm like, oh my God, I'm working at Microsoft. Like this is my dream. Like well, I wanted to work for Google, but Google rejected me. But I think Microsoft is a better option for me because I really like how they, at least they seem to be very focused on like work-life balance, which is super important to me because like one thing about me, my job is not going to be my life. Like that's like I hope that's never like my like reality. Like I pray I have a life outside of work. Um, so it's really important to me to like work for a company where they like value that. Um, or at least that's what they say. That's what they say. But I feel like they do actually value work-life balance. Um, look look at it. So I've been crocheting for a, it's like okay. So I started crocheting in middle school, but then I like stopped. But then last year, probably around this time last year, I started crocheting again. And I was like super into it. And then I got to college and I stopped. Um, and then I think in December, maybe November, I started my little crochet account. It was just going to be an account where like I posted my crochet work. And if people wanted to, speaking of that, I need to seriously post some of my new creations, but I don't feel like it. Um, I thought it was originally just going to be an account where like I post things that I'm making, and I was planning on selling things, but I didn't think I would get as many commissions as I do. And I don't get a ton. I get 1 to 2 per month. Um, but still, like I was expecting to get like 1 to 2 on occasion. So that's what's like super cool. Like, I get to make things and people like pay me for them. That is kind of downside is that I don't have that much time to make things for myself. Um, I am now. Like I am right now. That's fine. But I don't have a ton of time to like work on things I want to for myself because I have to like work on commissions. And I barely have time to do my commissions because of school. And so it takes me forever to make things. And I always feel bad. But the people who buy from me are always super nice. So like I don't have to feel too bad. Um, checking email. What are people emailing me about? I feel like I'm touching my phone like how my grandma holds her phone. Oh, Colombia's emailing me. That's not important. Um, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, crochet. Crochet is epic. That's it. It's epic. Um, I've been really into what is it, amigurumi? Is that how you say it? Like stuffed animals and stuff. I've been into that a lot this year. I make a lot of hats, not as much as it's starting to get warm. But for a while, I was making a ton of hats. This, I might be done with this. Um, I'm going to add one more row. Like, look, it's gonna look like this. This is gonna be epic. Um, yes. Oh, one thing about going to school in New York that they don't tell you, what they don't tell you is that you cannot do anything in this city under the age of 21 unless you have a fake. And I don't because I am a good citizen. Um, but you can't do anything in New York if you don't have a fake. At least like participating in nightlife, like you can do things during the day, but at night there's not a ton to do. And I think that live okay, so not a downside necessarily, but something about going to school in a big city um is that what was the thing? What is the thing about it? The thing is going to school in a big city, um, you're probably not gonna have a huge campus culture because why would people hang out on campus when they can go downtown? Like dorm party downtown Manhattan, you know? Um, so like there's typically not a ton of things happening on the weekend here, just because like people are going to choose to go somewhere in the city. Um, myself included. Like I don't typically, well, I don't go out at night usually. I prefer, I don't know, I'm kind of like a grandma. I kind of prefer like doing things during the day, like shopping or going to a nice restaurant. That's like usually like what it like looks like. That's what like my weekends look like. I go to a lot of flea markets, lots of thrift shopping, lots of eating ramen. Not ramen necessarily. Actually, I've been really into Vietnamese food recently. I haven't had it in a while because I don't, there's not, actually, no, there's a Vietnamese place down the street that I have been meaning to go to, but I have not. And now I leave tomorrow. So, yeah. Current foods I've been eating that I'm obsessed with: tamales, pupusas, um, this Vietnamese food that I am scared to pronounce online because I don't want to get made fun of, but it's yummy. Um, Chicken over rice from the halal cart. Those are my top 5 foods I've been eating recently. And sushi. I've been eating a ton of sushi. I had a really big udon phase, but I haven't really felt the urge to eat some. Um, so basically, I can kind of only eat foods like obsessively. Like I'm only interested in eating one type of food, and I get that one type of food for every meal of the day and be satisfied. But anything that's not that one type of food is like gross. So yeah, that's not always the most fun, but that's how it is. So yeah, so basically now I'm sewing the suits 2 sides together. I think I'm gonna end this soon because I don't really have that much else to talk about. I have to pack up my entire room because I have not packed because I had to study. Um, and now my exams are over. I want to take a nap because I'm super tired. I've been studying like crazy. Um, yeah, I burped. That's gross. That is the end of my podcast, question mark. We will see if I upload more or if I upload this one at all. Okay, bye.